Liverpool vs Burnley. For the first time since March 2020, a full Anfield crowd will take in a Premier League match as Liverpool host Burnley. The Clarets defeated the Reds 0-1 in this same fixture last season, however that was with no fans in attendance, and it's difficult to see Sean Dyche's side repeating that feat here. The front three of Liverpool looked in good form against Norwich, and whilst Burnley may prove slightly trickier to break down, another comfortable win for Jurgen Klopp's men is expected by at least 2 clear goals. Aston Villa vs Newcastle. Aston Villa may have been caught off guard by Watford last weekend, and a significant defensive improvement is expected from the hosts, although they must be aware of the attacking prowess Newcastle pose through the likes of Callum Wilson and Allan Saint-Maximin. However, a full crowd at Villa Park will provide a huge boost to the home side, and, despite some injuries in their attacking ranks, they are nevertheless capable of exposing a fragile Newcastle backline, so a Villa victory is the prediction. Crystal Palace vs Brentford. Crystal Palace, in their first home fixture of the season, find themselves under a little bit of early pressure after their loss against Chelsea, and take on a Brentford side full of confidence following their win over Arsenal. The Bees may look to play a little more conservatively, as they won't want all their hard work beating the Gunners to be undone with a defeat against their local rivals. This could lead to a cagey encounter between these two teams, with Palace desperate not to suffer successive defeats, and backing under 2.5 goals scored may prove the smart play. Leeds United vs Everton. A terrific encounter looks on the cards as Leeds look to mark the return of full crowds at Elland Road with victory here, whilst Everton will be hoping to build on their second half showing versus Southampton. Despite being beaten heavily by Man United, Marcelo Bielsa will not alter his attacking philosophy, and the Whites are expected to push bodies forward at every opportunity even out of possession, and they look to pile pressure on the Everton backline. However, the Toffees are likely to be afforded chances themselves, with plenty of space available to exploit within the opposition half. With that in mind, both teams to score has to be favored between these two sides. Manchester City vs Starage. A reaction is expected by Pep Guardiola's side in their first Premier League match back in front of a full Etihad Stadium crowd. The signing of Grealish makes Man City an even more formidable opponent, and Norwich are in for a long afternoon. The overwhelming attacking firepower of the hosts should prove far too strong for the Canaries' defense to handle, and any result other than a Man City victory by at least 2 goals would be a big surprise. Brighton vs Watford. These two sides lock horns, with both full of confidence following victories in their first league game. Brighton's comeback over Burnley is a testament to the physical condition of the Seagulls and the smart coaching of Graham Potter. However, Watford represent an entirely different test, with the onus on the hosts to break the Hornets down, whilst keeping a lid on the likes of Ismail Assar. A close contest is on the cards, but ultimately the quality of Brighton may just see them edge out the newly promoted Watford, so consider the home team draw no bet. Southampton vs Manchester United. Matches between these two sides are normally full of goals, with Southampton certainly not wanting to remember their last fixture against Man United, which saw the Red Devils wind up 9-0 winners, whilst the result here is St. Mary's Stadium isn't expected to be so emphatic. The offensive prowess and attacking strength in depth of Man United should see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men comfortably overcome the Saints, who looked all at sea defensive in the second half versus Everton. Therefore, back the visitors to win here by at least 2 clear goals. Wolverhampton vs Tottenham. Nuno will know exactly what his Tottenham side are up against here at Molineux, and this will be a very tough battle between two high-quality teams. Unsurprisingly, Tottenham have improved significantly defensively under their new head coach, However, Wolves themselves will prove a tough nut to crack as they were for many years at home under Nuno. In what will likely be a tight affair, under 2.5 goals looks a shrewd move regardless of who comes out on top. Arsenal vs Chelsea. It could be a long season ahead for Arsenal based on their performance against Brentford, and in Chelsea, they face an opponent full of confidence with a squad jam-packed with class from the starting lineup all the way down to the substitutes. Should Romelu Lukaku feature for the Blues here, the Gunners represent the sort of opposition Lukaku should thrive upon with his physicality and incredible ability to bully defenders. When taking into the account the defensive solidarity of Chelsea under the stewardship of head coach Thomas Tuchel alongside their swift attacking ability, backing the visitors' draw no bet looks to be the correct move in this one.